Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. A quick, maybe, video here. We're gonna have a bit of a discussion really quick on the state of NASCAR Heat 5 and what's happening. We got big news, and that's what I'm gonna start the video off with, is the big news of this video, which will probably be stated pretty clearly in the title. This is coming from Dmitry Kozko himself, his official Twitter account, and the question was brought forward to him from Ryan. Can you confirm if the NASCAR Heat 5 2022 DLC is still coming from Motorsport Games? And then Dimitri responded this morning, 8:21 a.m. Yes, still coming. We faced some recent challenges with it, but our plan is still to release it. I don't know how to take that. What do you guys think? Is it a complete lie or not? So there's so many things you have to take into effect here, and let's just dive into it. Obviously, it's looking like it's not going to be updated to a 2023 DLC. I could be wrong, and this is all guessing. It does release. Very well likely it might not, so I really don't know. But anyways, if this does release, it's going to be obviously very out of date at this point. I myself am not going to complain if we get a 2022 DLC. I'm still going to buy it. I'll be completely honest, and I know I shouldn't, but I really want a next-gen DLC in NASCAR Heat 5, so I'll be honest, I'm going to still buy it. Now, if you're on PC, it won't be too big of a concern because we can mod the daylights out of it and turn it into probably a 2023 DLC pretty quick. But for people on console, they'll be stuck with 2022. Now, we look at back all the way in October. NASCAR Heat 5 2022 DLC was supposed to release in October. It got delayed with like 10 days before it was actually scheduled to release due to quote-unquote audio issues. I don't think it takes nearly 4 months just about to fix audio issues, but apparently it has for a DLC on NASCAR Heat 5. Anyways, there's been a lot of drama at Motorsport Games in the time being, which has led to so many issues, and the current rumor is that there's only 4 people working on their NASCAR side of things for their team for the new game. So that's why I'm like, well, if there's 4 people that are only working on the new game, how in the world are we gonna get a NASCAR Heat 5 DLC? I really don't know, and that's why I'm taking this overall tweet from the CEO of Motorsport Games themselves with a grain of salt. I just think it's crazy at this point that we still don't have it, and I really don't have much hope anymore for it, but it got delayed. We have heard nothing since the announcement of the delay, and I've said many times how disappointing that is from the Motorsport Games side to just leave everybody in the dark, and I'll obviously say it again, it's just unacceptable in my opinion, but it is what it is, obviously, and I hope that we can hear some news soon. Like I said, at least come out and announce it's canceled if it is. I mean, that's the least you could do, in my opinion. Now, I do see some people on Twitter, it's kind of calmed down lately, but it really got on my nerves. But Rusty Walrus is, of course, the social media manager for Motorsport Games, and a lot of people would flood him with questions about where the NASCAR Heat 5 DLC was, or even just other NASCAR games with Rivals and NASCAR Ignition. And I saw a lot of people on Twitter calling out Rusty Walrus because he would give the same response every time about, say, the NASCAR Heat 5 DLC in particular. And I think anybody that's calling out Rusty Walrus should not have a Twitter account. You should not be on social media. You have no idea what in the world you're dealing with. Rusty, the social media manager, is simply saying what he is legally allowed to tell you, and I don't understand why some people can't grasp that obvious, just in your face common sense scenario, but a lot of people seem to struggle with that thought. I think the social media manager is the last person on any gaming development stuff from any company that you should be going after, but for some reason a lot of people like to go right after them, although they're only telling you what they can actually tell you. So please, if you're going after Rusty Walrus, you need to stop and get some sense knocked in, because it doesn't seem to be working for some people. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I hope the DLC still releases, even if it comes out after the Daytona 500. I mean, I'll still take it because I would still like to play next-gen cars in NASCAR Heat 5, because we look at the current state of NASCAR gaming. NASCAR 21 Ignition is still not in a playable state. They're actively updating it. I am seeing on the SteamDB website, so they're not done with that game. They're definitely getting ready to roll out some stuff for it, I think. But NASCAR Heat 5 is where everybody's going to be if you can get a next-gen car in there, and especially if it's on PC. I think people are going to go crazy with mods. I know I will. I had a whole planned out career mode that will certainly be messed with if the DLC comes out, but you know, we'll have to wait and see. Now let me know what you guys think of the situation. Of course, it's really unfortunate just where we've come to in NASCAR gaming, and just not knowing what the future is going to be. I touched on this recently on the state of NASCAR gaming in 2022 and 2023, sorry, now that we're in. It's hard to believe we're already in February 11th in 2023, but the state of NASCAR gaming is in a terrible place. Obviously nothing looks good, and it's very hard to be inspired to make NASCAR gaming content, because with the downfall of NASCAR gaming that we've seen as well, we've also seen, I've seen in my own community, the support towards everyone is just completely diminished, and it's very hard to be inspired to make NASCAR gaming content when you know that there's not much support for it and whatnot, if that makes sense. I'm trying my best though. I'm cranking out the iRacing career mode, but I would love to have that NASCAR Heat 5 next gen career mode so much, and I think we all deserve a chance to get to play that. But I wonder if they're going to change the price for it though. You have to think that maybe for such a massive delay. That's if it releases. Like I said, take what Dimitri said with a grain of salt, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to think here, but I mean, at this time, do you guys want to see this DLC release or not? Would you still take it? I myself would. I know I see everyone saying don't, if the DLC comes out, don't buy it because you're supporting motorsport games with the money. I do not care. I'm going to buy a product that I want to play. I'm sorry to break it to you. But yeah, I'll definitely be getting it if it does release, and cranking out content, and hopefully a full-blown career mode, because let's be real, I think the future of NASCAR gaming is kind of looking at this next gen DLC is like the last thing that could keep everything together, because I don't think we're getting another NASCAR game from Motorsport Games ever again. Personally, I think that NASCAR Ignition was the first and only one we'll see. We know we're not getting one last year. We know we're probably not getting one this year, and it sounds like it'd be a stretch to even think we're going to get one next year, which is crazy to think about. So many articles coming out about Motorsport Games. At this point, I was trying to cover some stuff, but there's too many developments happening to actually be able to keep up with it and cover it. That's never a good look for your company, but it is what it is. But at the end of the day, like I said, just like what I said, literally, it is what it is. We'll see what happens with this DLC. I'm sorry I kind of rambled on and on there, but I am going to wrap it up right here. One more time, let me know down below what your thoughts are and what the future is looking like. Will this DLC release or not? I really don't know. Let me know what you think. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you all one final time for taking the time of your day for watching and continuing to support. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day, everybody.